Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the Runes. And alright, let's play some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and oh boy, do I have some updates to give you. Now, I meant to make a video telling you what else happened during the British tour. I wanted to show you if I was able to unlock the Ultima and all of that. I wasn't able to record that because I got really busy with the global version of Asphalt 9 because, if you haven't seen it, they give away for free the Lamborghini Revuelto, which is the newest V12 Lamborghini platform. So it's a big deal. It's basically like when the Aventador was released, which, you know, lasted for over a decade. So this Revuelto is the new big deal and all of that. And again, I should say it again, they gave it away for free. Unbelievable. In a never seen before situation, they gave it away for free and I got some luck and I was able to start it up. So I made a bunch of content in regards to that. And that is why I was not able to make the content that I wanted on the Switch version. But it's time to update you on what has been happening. As it is right now, as I'm recording this, we are already in the New Breed, what is it called? New Breed Rival season? Something like that. The British Tour obviously already finished, and let me tell you, I did unlock the Ultima. Oh yeah, baby. I got it to 3 stars, pretty much like every other car during that season, so it all worked out as I kind of wanted to. I saved a bunch of tokens, and not it, I mean, even more than that is the fact that Burst of Speed started. And well, by now it's halfway there. You probably are very much aware about the Burst of Speed and all of that. But I bring that up because the Burst of Speed, I spent some tokens into getting some packs and whatnot. I got some decent stuff, so that's dope overall. But yeah, in general, ooh, let's see what I was racing against. All right, all of these cars were relatively easy to beat. Actually easy to beat, so I'm not being surprised that I won that one. Alright, since I just suddenly reached Silver League, might as well use a Silver League car, and I brought my McLaren GT, another car obtained during the previous season. I got this thing at 4 stars, and I only have it upgraded all the way to 3, so it's still not like it's gonna perform amazing, but hey, I wanted to bring it up. But yeah, so overall the British Tour season went pretty well. Now, you may remember that I made a video talking about how they had changed apparently some stuff in regards to the Ultima RS key, where it was said that it was now more difficult. Holy smokes, the frame rate is pretty garbage. I might have to decrease the resolution a little bit here. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, apparently there were some changes. There were some changes to the Ultima RS event, but I was still able to get it without having to really spend a lot of tokens on anything. So it was still a relatively friendly, well, I would say very friendly season to do. That was fun. That was great. I enjoyed it. I continue to say that that's probably the very last good season in Asphalt 9 so far. So, alright, that's done and dusted. But now we're on the New Breed Rival, and oh boy, I am conflicted with this because they did us dirty. Now, ever since a few seasons ago, I've been hyping a lot about this one, oh, really loud airplane, sorry about that. I have to have the doors and windows open because it's too hot over here. I have been hyping the fact that during one update, one season, there was gonna be daily multiplayer MP2, where every single day it would reset, but the goals were actually relatively easy to get, like 3,000 points or something, daily, with good amount of points per race. And it was a great thing. I absolutely loved that. I was waiting for it so much. I thought it was the British Tour season, but no, I was wrong. It's during this season. And that's what I was racing against, nothing too interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna decrease the resolution. There we go, resolution decreased a little bit. We were in 1080p, now are in 720. Hopefully this is gonna perform better, it normally does. Unless the lag is actually just in the MP series rather than because of the resolution, but so far it looks good. Anyway, so yeah, I was really hyped about the daily MP2. Like I said, you could get tokens, you could get daily blueprints for the Vision 1789. Which is a Class S card that basically you could get for free during that season. In Global, I was able to get it all the way to 3 stars for free without spending a single token, without spending anything. I was able to get it. That's not to say that it's a useful card at 3 stars or anything, but the fact that it's a free card is still good, right? So overall, I was really excited about it. Why am I talking about it? Because Gameloft has confirmed that that's not going to be the case this time around in the Switch version. They have removed the daily MP1, and holy smokes, I am very conflicted about it. It seems that overall, I mean, they did announce when they, in Discord and in social media, when they announced that the New Breed Rival season was coming into the Nintendo Switch version of the game, they did say that the season was tweaked from what we have seen with what we saw in Global a year ago. But obviously they did not give specifics, but now I think we have a little bit more information as to what that is, and I'm gonna show you a couple things here and there. Oh, maybe I should have shown also what I raced against. Again, these races are just filler, it's just while I talk about this whole thing, while I give you the introduction as to what is happening. Alright, some rewards, because why not? So, what is the deal with it? Well, again, the very first thing, no daily MP. What did we get instead? A 4GT series. Really? MP for 4GT, and even if you check the rewards, it's just the normal 3000 objective. Now, I did say that the MP2 daily seasons or series were also 3000, but they had normal point acquiring, you know? Where normally in this type of things, you get less points per race. So anyway, at least you can get, you know, 50 tokens and 200,000. But honestly, this is nothing compared what you would get normally in the daily MP. So this alone, it's already a big change, and I'm hating it because I really cannot explain how excited I was to do the daily MP2. It was a lot of fun. If I remember correctly, it had like rolling rules, or at least car selections. Like it wasn't based on league. It just had a pool of cars that you could pick from and, you know, drive your best and all of that. It was quick to get to the objectives. You could do it daily comfortably, and it was a lot of fun. But now what we got instead, a full week of driving the 4GT, one terrible Class B car that I love because it's a beautiful car, but it's still, you know, really? This is what we got? So it is indeed a little bit, not a little bit, very disheartening for me, the fact that they removed the daily MP2. And by the way, this is confirmed by Gameloft themselves. They said it on Discord that somebody asked, hey, what's up? We were supposed to get MP2 daily. Is this not gonna be happening? And they were like, no. So that's it. We're screwed. We're not getting that. And because of that, we're not going to be getting the daily blueprints for the Vision. Now, here's a peculiar thing that they did with the special events. There's the Vision 1789 special event, which is, oddly enough, if you notice, it says that it's going to be running for 52 days and 13 hours. That's literally the entirety of the season, obviously, because I'm recording this a few days into the season. But the entirety of the 2 months, the special event for the Vision is going on. And not only that, it's very strange, because they made it in a way where these things unlock every other day. Instead of unlocking daily, it should be, for example, April 7, April 7, April 8, April 9. But you can see from this to this, they skipped a day. They're not skipping the stages, but just a day, so that it takes twice as long for you to unlock this whole thing. And as far as the requirements in here, I honestly don't know if this is better or worse on how it was. Honestly, I don't even remember this special event being a thing. I don't even know if that was a thing back then, but I'm gonna assume that it was and I just forgot about it. So I cannot speak as to how easy or hard this is compared to the global version, because I really don't remember. But overall, it is already pretty strange that it's gonna last a full month. Now, there's also the Koenigsegg Regera special event is running. That one is normal as to how it was in the global. It's unlocking daily. I've been making my little progress here and there. And it's kind of cool because this might just allow me to 5-star, well, I will sure 5-star the car with this, and maybe even manage to get it to 6-star, so that will be dope. So in that sense, that's fine. And obviously the Looper Looper Grand Prix just started for the Arash As Fly 8 Falcon Edition. So I still have to do my runs in this and all of that. We'll see how that goes. I'll try to update you on how the Grand Prix is going. But yeah, my main point is over here with the special event, the fact that it lasts 2 months. And why am I making a big deal that it lasts 2 months? Well, because they're forcing it to last 2 months, but what caught my attention is this an indication that the Bram BT, whatever it's called, is not going to be a special event? Or are they going to overlap? I have no idea. I don't know how to pronounce it, alright? It's Brabham? I don't know, this thing. I love this car, it's a beauty. I really like this car. It has Lamborghini taillights, kind of like the Y shape on the taillights. Very much a racing car with the big wing and all the aero bits. You know that I love this type of car, so I'm really excited to get this car, or at least I was in the global version. Now, here's the thing. In the global version, originally they had announced that it was going to be a Grand Prix to get this car. So that was a good opportunity to get it, right? The thing is that in the global version, when the Grand Prix was gonna begin, they were like, oh, you know what? We made a mistake. It's not meant to be a Grand Prix. We're sorry. They removed the Grand Prix and instead they made it into a special event that requires some cars. I think it required the Acura NSX GT3 Evo, the Porsche Cayman Club Sports. What else did it require? Oh, the Bowell, whatever. It's a car that is gonna be coming, this thing. The Bowell, this also needed it at 4 stars. I don't know. So it needed a few cars at gold, so that was already a thing where I was not going to be able to get the Bram unless I wanted to spend a bunch of tokens on it. And to be completely honest, while the Brabham, it's a very cool looking car, technically it's still a top 5 car, huh, for now. But it doesn't stay very long in being an elite car, it doesn't. So it's not even like it's a car that is really all that worth it, unless you, like me, just like the car for what it looks like. So I'm bringing all of this as to how it was in Global because it makes me think, is there any chance that they change it so that this car is no longer going to be a special event with the crazy requirements? Did they tweak it, the whole thing, in a way where the main special event running for the entirety of the 2 months is gonna be the one for the Vision? What, by the way, I haven't shown the Vision, have I? Is it gonna be the whole thing about the Vision and all the other cars are gonna be secondary, kind of like how it was during the British Tour season, where the main car obviously was the Ultima RS and all the other cars were secondary and you could get through different means, but the main thing was a special event to get the main car. So I wonder if that's what they're doing over here. Like I said, you could get this car for free. Well, I just noticed that it's kind of transparent, that part of the diffuser. You see it at the back, right next to the exhaust to the left? That's transparent, cool. So yeah, I really don't know what is the plan with this. Unfortunately, they're not transparent with this at all. So we're just here scratching our heads wondering what is going to happen, what is the plan, what are they trying to do? I don't know. We won't get to know until things start to happen. So again, my hope is, and this might sound a little weird since I just advocated for the fact that it was a free Class S and oh my god, we're not going to get it, but I would be happier to get a decent Class C car for free that doesn't require cars of gold and all of that stuff than to get a mediocre Class S car also for free, which is the case of this thing. And I mentioned that because, well, I do have some Class S cars, right? But all of the mediocre Class S cars are completely useless. All of these are bad. Well, maybe you can make some decent stuff with the Lycan, but overall, all of this is pretty bad. I think the one where you really start getting some decent performance compared to the competition when they start bringing the big guns like the Regueras, the Chirons, and all of that stuff, you can start putting a fight with the Tri-Nemesis. But when you put a Lambo Egoista against a Reguera, this thing cannot hold water, you know? So that is what I'm saying, that the Vision, it's kind of over there in the middle. In fact, I've heard people say that the Vision is basically equally bad as the Terzo Millennio. Whether or not the Terzo is really bad, I don't know. I haven't played much with it. You can see that I haven't upgraded it. But yeah, my point is that the Vision is not necessarily an incredibly high-ranked or high-performing Class S car. So in that sense, I wouldn't mind missing out on that car if they tweak the entire thing so where I can get the ball wheel. But not only that, let's be honest, I am really sick of the fact, for example, that this car is still not here. The Renault Sport RS01. Why don't we have this car? Because they skipped the European season. Why? Because they needed to make the seasons align with what was happening at the time in Global. So we don't have that. We never got our car hunt for the also from the European season. We never got the Apollo IE car hunt. Then there's a problem where they never made available, never, and I mean never, made available the Lamborghini Essenza SCV12, which was supposed to happen during the Italian season, but they skipped half of that season, so we don't have this car, no way to acquire it. So probably that one's gonna be coming in next season, in the Raging Bull season. But overall, I don't know, I just feel like they're really falling behind. There's a bunch of things that they, let's say, owe us, and yet we are here. So with all of that said, with all of this negativity going around, let me jump into a little bit of multiplayer and knock down people to vent out my frustrations. I'm kidding! I don't do that. I play clean. But I'm still gonna go into some more multiplayer while we talk about this, because there's a couple more thoughts that I have about this whole thing. I just went full negative Nancy, but there might be a silver lining here. We don't know, but I'm gonna speculate. Holy crap, there's a GT3 RS already here. Okay, cool. So, the silver lining, I just went very negative with this whole thing. Oh my god, they changed this, we're not gonna get this, and this is different, and all of that. But I'm gonna give Gameloft a little bit of credits. Because, to be completely honest, they that's why I wanted to mention that whole thing about the British Tour last season. The fact that they changed the whole thing, right? At least that's what people say. Again, I don't know firsthand because I don't really remember how it was in Global. I never paid enough attention. But people were saying like, yeah, they changed the requirements. Apparently now you need more, etc., etc. But to be completely honest, they didn't make it impossible to do. I think a lot of people were able to unlock the Ultima RS so long as they did all the grinding that was always the case in the game. Like that never changed, it didn't change, you still needed to grind pretty much the same. The difference was that some cars were required at a higher star count, I believe, but those are the cars that you were supposed to have already, like the McLaren P1 and things like that. That is what I believe. Again, I'm not 100% sure, so don't take... I mean, take this with a huge grain of salt, what I'm talking about here. But the point that I'm trying to make is that if there was any chance, it wasn't so drastic where it became prohibitive. I don't think so. I was still able to get every single car that I was able to get in Global, and in the Global version, by the way, a year ago, I did not have as many cars as I have right now. So overall, it seems that the output, or I guess what we got from the season was pretty much the same, except that this time I did get my Ultima, which is cool because I knew what I was doing, kind of. So what did we raise there? Oh, I bet a Arenair Husaria, nice. Another Acura, I picks... Oh, there's a GT3 RS. How did he end up in 5th place? Holy smokes, man. Well, tough luck, I guess. By the way, I apologize deeply if there's really a lot of noise in the background, but man, I'm telling you, this is just kind of how it works around here. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to get to. The fact that it seems that even though they made some changes to the to the British Tour season, it wasn't absolutely terrible changes, you know? They were still seemingly friendly enough to the players. So I want to believe that whatever changes they made into the seasons are gonna be reflected in the same way. I hope so, at least. Where, okay, maybe the Ultima now, it has a special event the last 2 months, but yeah, maybe now you can actually get the Brabham BT whatever. Instead of, because again, during the... Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. During its original special event, it needed cars at Golden, and you know that that's not something that everybody has. So I hope that indeed they made some changes, but they were overall for the better, or in the big scheme of things, oh Jesus Christ, that in the big scheme of things it remains to be basically the same-ish amount of stuff that you could get. Again, the part that I am very sad is indeed the lack of MP2, because from what I remember you could get tokens from that, so all of those are tokens we're not gonna be getting, so that definitely bothers me, but we'll see. Again, getting a week full of 4GT in MP2 and to get an epic import part for that car that is very much useless, well, not useless, but not a good car, yeah, that already is not a great sign of how this thing is starting, but who knows, maybe Gameloft will surprise us. I'm just gonna keep my hopes, you know, not super up, but kind of keep them halfway there, so as to not be too disappointed when something bad happens, but if something good happens, to be like, hey, you know, I'm glad I wasn't crapping all over Gameloft, and they actually did something nice for us. Ish. Nice-ish. But anyway, we'll see what happens. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. You know what to do if you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, all of that, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.